with different race and different nationalities. We look a little bit suspicious here. It was many years ago. It was 19 white girlfriend. So as I was walking, down from the library, we look a little bit suspicious here. I'll tell you my story. Now, this is the part why I touched the story of George Floyd right now, but I faced the racism back in South Africa because everybody's a Chinese here. So in China, on every street. Hello. Hello. All right. Cool. See, that's what happens here in China. People say hello, hello. So I think it's a break time right now. This community here reports to the when it comes to security, I think.
Proceed to the route.
Oh, we missed it, I think. So we look a little bit suspicious here, but nothing is going to happen to us, right? We look a little bit suspicious here, and because we are with different race and different nationalities and things like that, because everybody's a Chinese here. So, racism, against the black people happens everywhere. I'll tell you my story. Now, this is the part why I touched the story of George Floyd. But I faced the racism back in South Africa many years ago. It was many years ago, and I went to the library. So as I was walking, down from the library, one car just pulled over, right? And there were 4 white people in the car. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. There were 4 white people in the car, 2 sitting in front and the other 2 sitting at the back. So this is what happened. They pulled me into the car. This place is called Brixton in Johannesburg. If you're from South Africa, holla at me. So that time, that area was full of white people, right? Many years ago, they pulled me into the car and separated me from the white girl that I was walking with, right? And they made me sit right between, at the back of the car, and right between the 2 guys. And they told me that time Nelson Mandela was the president of South Africa, the first black president of South Africa. So, well, hello. You get these police stations here.
This is not hot.
Okay. Not trying to break the rules or look suspicious, but obviously if you're a different race anywhere in any other country or any part of the world, if you're a different race, you look differently, and people look at you in so many ways. I can see a person there. You can't? There's a person there. Should I go and ask for directions or something? Yeah, I told you.
Okay.
You have to say turn.
Don't talk, okay? Concentrate
Yeah,
on
but
your
we have to follow the rules. Remember, we are a different race.
Concentrate on your thing.
All right.
I hate when...
We'll become suspicious if we break the laws.
No, it's
And now
okay.
we are a different race.
I know what I'm
It's
doing.
going to be African Americans.
I know what I'm doing. So stop.
It's going to be George Floyd issues here.
And
Will you
tell me
break the
properly.
laws?
Straight.
Break the laws, yeah, straight.
Turn.
No,
left,
turn. No
Turn
turn.
right.
Yeah, that's my job. Okay.
Properly.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I understand. But you understand also breaking the rules? We are inviting the police. We look suspicious. Huh? Yeah. No, I broke the rules. Get light. Okay. Practically, this is a video. You want to take a video?
Proceed
You
to
sure?
the
Does it say police? Does it say
Turn
police?
right, then in 60 meters.
It's here, right?
Destination is on your left. Turn left.
It's
Then
police
in
here.
100
It's
meters,
cute.
turn
It's
right.
big enough. How are you?
我听不懂，
How are you? Hi.
要不要我还贴个照？
What is it? Oh, picture? Oh, you been following? Okay, cool. No problem.
我没见过你这样人，
Yeah, no problem. No problem. Taking pictures is
我没见
okay.
过你这样人。
It's no problem. Okay.
来来，
This is cool. So we're gonna look suspicious here, right? This is really cool. Yeah, but you can't go.
I'm not going.
Yeah, right. This one, screen here. Beat me. So they pulled me into the car, into their car. So the white people start beating me on my face. The white people from South Africa actually got big hands, big arms, and big legs and all that. And they start beating me up, and they told me, "Listen here, we hate Nelson Mandela." Oh my goodness! And I was quite young, right? And they told me that, "What is the color of your skin?" I told them, "Hey, it's brown," and they beat me again. And how did I manage to get out of the car? Because they told me they are going to kill me and throw me into the ditch, and nobody will ever find me. Imagine, I believe there's so many black people that were killed, and parents don't even know up until to this day what happened to their children in South Africa, in many other African countries as well, okay, including Congo. So I think I said something I can't mention here on camera, and they threw me out of their moving car. Very quick, I was on the ground, the car sped off, and one guy told me, "Don't go and report at the Brixton police station," because the whole Brixton police station had white police. So that's what happened to me. That's why I can relate to George Floyd's story. It happened several times. I lived in the area full of, white friends, and they used to lift me and use me as a toy. So I faced racism just like everybody else. In China, on every street. So this community, I guess. This is cool. So we're gonna look suspicious here, right? Left. We're just gonna find a parking in that side. We're gonna find parking in that side. No police is gonna harass. You can walk here, and nothing is gonna happen to you. Comparing with the police in America, like what happened to George Floyd, the story that touched my heart, I think that's totally different. Here in China, to some degree, foreigners are treated differently, not from the Chinese. I'm talking about black foreigners comparing with America. Otherwise, if it comes to a foreign teacher, black foreign teacher sometimes get a little money, a little salary, comparing with a white foreign teacher. Forget about that. This is a business as usual, because parents love white people. Don't get me wrong. But I can say here the police better than America, the way African Americans are treated. Maybe there's a little problem here, right? To some degree you see that when Chinese people see a foreigner, okay, let's not say foreigners, let's talk about nationality, but different from people from different other part of the world, other countries. When they see the color of your skin, they want to take pictures, videos with you, and they'll post them on the social media. You see the curiosity. But how many Americans, white Americans, that take pictures with the African Americans in America? Totally different. They change houses, they want to stay there, because when they see a black person buying a house in a white places and all that, they want to move to another place. It happens in South Africa. So I think the treatment here is, comparing with what happened to George Floyd, it's totally different. Of course, sometimes when you want to rent, right? You want to rent somewhere there, when they see you're black, they might refuse you. Or you want to go to the hotel, right? The hotel, they'll say they don't take foreigners, or they don't take black people, so you'll face these challenges. Sometimes women, Chinese women, do not want to go out. They don't want you to marry Chinese woman. Parents want a white foreign person to marry their daughter than a black person marrying their daughter. they don't want to associate themselves with you. So there is that kind of racism, but it's slightly different. When you come here, your intentions is to work, get a job, work legally, and you'll be treated that way. Forget about when elevator. Some Chinese do not want to be in the same elevator as you. If you're a black person, they would want to walk out. But sometimes you get people treating you. Some Chinese will treat you like a celebrity because they want to take pictures, especially in the rural villages, right? Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. All right, nice to meet you guys. All right. Caribbeans, African Americans, and all Africans, all the black people all over the world, Asia, Europe, everywhere, have been trying to teach the world how to live together. George Floyd's story, African American who died in America, his story touched my heart. I can relate it to that. There you go. Hello? Hello. It's not just racism that one can face, but sometimes you got it black on black. So I remember in South Africa also, I faced this. I used to take a train and there was a political party and I was just little, I was not a member, and they used to throw people in the train, out of the train, outside of the train. And they used to do that to each other. So sometimes you get it black on black all over the world. So guys, just live well. I wish you well. Yeah, so the story of George Floyd, you can see what happened there. He told him there, I have a claustrophobia. He did not want to sit at the back of the car because he doesn't like sitting at the back of the car. It was not the first time that he got shot, and he was afraid because he thought he was going to get shot at. And remember, he caught COVID-19 at that particular time, and you told them he had COVID-19 before. And you can see that they pinned him down, and that was totally wrong. He couldn't breathe, and he told them that he can't breathe, and he kept screaming, Mama, I love you, Mommy. I love you, Mama. I love you, Mama. Can you imagine that? And he said he can't breathe. He said, his head is aching. His face is gone. Everything is gone. He told them, and he collapsed. And when the guy passed on there, on the ground, and the police's knee or foot was still on the guy's neck, George Floyd's neck. You can imagine that. And that's what happened, right? But I'll tell you this, why African Americans and the black people all over the world, even other black people in the Philippines, in the China, everywhere, anybody that's dark skin, even Pakistan, in India, and all that, because why? They said because of loitering, black people love music, rapping, you know what I mean? Always rapping and all that, or playing music loud, and neighbors don't like that kind of noise, or loitering, like you can see me, I can be loitering like this. I'm not doing anything, right? And the police will be looking at me thinking like, what is this guy looking for? So I look suspicious, right? How do you look suspicious? And I think that's how you look suspicious, right? You're not doing anything, you're walking around. But you get a lot of people walking around, they're looking suspicious and all that. But when a black person walking and not doing anything is suspicious, and they want to ask you questions. In China, I can walk around, right? In China, I can walk around and no Chinese police can come to me, whatever. But this happens even in South Africa. It used to happen back in the day when you walk and they're wondering if this is a white neighborhood and what the hell. This issue relates. George Floyd's story touched my heart. I can't believe what happens. So here I am in China experiencing different kind of discrimination. But I don't mind. I don't mind about that. So yeah, here we go. Guys, good friends, huh? Okay, like this, let's go. Yeah, you see, that's how China is, not suspicious right now, we brothers, that's how China is, that's how America should be, this is how America should be, all right, you want to take a picture, you can take a picture of See, that's how China is. It's okay, keep shooting.